tonight's big story, where a day after a Maumee woman was sentenced to 15 years for a fire that killed 2 people, including her father, and left dozens of others homeless, WNWO spoke to one of those victims that 2 years later is still suffering. WNWO's Joe Thompson joins us now live with her story. And Joe, she also shared with us her thoughts on the sentence that was handed down.
Yeah, that's right, Angie. And this plea deal comes just after the 2-year anniversary of that fire at the Hidden Cedars apartment complex. But even after those 2 years, the emotions still run deep for Dawn Halbert and her family.
It's still raw.
Dawn Halbert and her 2 daughters escaped with their lives the night their apartment burned to the ground in March 2012. But the emotional scars still linger.
It's suffering. You can't sleep at night because you're worried about what if the fire does break out.
The Halberts lost all of their possessions in the fire, including some of their beloved pets.
We lost a dog, a cat, and a hamster in the fire. The dog we had, my daughter got on her 13th birthday, and I believe the fire department called everything a total loss after midnight, which happened to be my daughter's 16th birthday. And that's when she found out that her dog died.
The mastermind behind the fire was Dawn's neighbor, Kenya McGee, who was looking to pocket the insurance money. But the fire left 2 people dead, including McGee's own father, who is blamed for actually starting the blaze. But Dawn believes Kenya tricked the elderly man into doing it.
I don't think her dad knew what he was doing when he helped Kenya, because he was sick, he was old, he had dementia.
If you could say one thing to her, what would you say?
You're evil.
Under a plea agreement, McGee will serve up to 15 years in prison, but is eligible for release after serving only half that time. Dawn Halbert believes her former neighbor got off easy.
It wasn't justice at all. And she can get early release. So no, it's not. It's a slap on the hand to her, just giving her permission to go out and do it again.
For now, Dawn and her family have settled into a new home in Toledo and are doing their best to move on.
That's what you have to do. You have to pick up the pieces and start all over. You can't let it get you down. You can't dwell on it. So you just start over and just start building new memories.
The other victim in that fire was another of Dawn's neighbors, Olandia Dixon. Dawn says they keep in close contact with Dixon's daughter and look after her like she's family. Reporting live in the studio, Joe Thompson, WNWO News.
All right. Thanks so much, Joe. Staying in Lucas County now.